One. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another GameItall.com podcast. My name's Lucas Grimm.
Hey, what up? It's Pino 25. De
And
blah.
sexy voice Rick, and I fucked that up so bad.
Oh yeah.
Sexy voice Rick.
Yeah, but you get to say it. You get to say it again, so you're fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you,
gotta take a chance.
you get you get to be redeemed.
Yeah, you get
So
to. Yeah.
so with this, this week has been a very slow week. Same as last week as well. It seems like everything after E3 was just, hey, this new game is being released. This new game is being released, but no information.
Yeah, it was essentially the E3 blahs. You know.
Yeah, everyone's on a just E3
Everyone's
fallout.
recovering.
We're recovering right now. So, I mean, there has been a few things that were pretty cool to be announced. I mean, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 is actually coming out in October. That I'm actually excited for. Looks to be an open world Dragon Ball game, which is what I always wanted from the series. So, in a way, I'm not mad at that. The new game looks awesome.
We'll see how it goes when it releases.
Oh yeah, it's definitely up on my priority list, which is weird to say for a Dragon Ball game.
Yeah. Well, you now know what I'm excited about. Freaking pray for the gods.
Yes, I am surprised we didn't see anything about that earlier.
Um, they had their big release last year in like October, and there's a couple sites that put stuff up, but I didn't really know anything about it until Saturday when I was on Reddit and I saw that, and someone posted uh, the trailer for it, and I clicked on it, and I'm like, oh my god, it's amazing.
This looks great.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, okay, I never saw it either. So, and apparently a lot of people didn't because
Yeah, I mean,
we.
it falls in the same category as like my love for No Man's Sky. It's in that same great indie category of these people have so much passion about what they're doing that it looks like it's gonna be special, and also it looks exactly the same as frickin' Shadow of the Colossus.
Which is always good.
Yeah, because
Anything falling back to Shadows
Team
is
Ico in general.
Team Ico in general. So, actually, that's going to be a first conversation topic, I think. Do you think Last Guardian is going to fail?
They haven't released anything new since mid
Since Shadow.
PS2 cycles, yes, because HD remaster of Shadows and Ico doesn't matter because that's just an HD remastered. It's not a new game. Yes, I know they worked on it and made it all HDified, but it's not a new stuff, and it's been brewing in people's minds for so long that it's either going to be amazing. Well, it's going to be three things: amazing, meh, or a piece of crap. So it's one of those three.
So, because we've seen long development times like this. We've seen Duke Nukem Forever as a good example where
Too
it just
human.
went to shit. Too human, even. Where everything just went to shit with the project. And I want to have faith in Last Guardian because the game looks great. It looks amazing.
Yeah.
And Team Ico has yet to steer me wrong with anything.
But they've only released two games
But they only released two games
on
as the first
one
thing.
platform.
Two games, all on the PS2, and this game has been delayed countless times until now.
Yeah.
Which either shows Sony's faith in the project or Sony's going, we just need to get this out.
Yeah. Here's what I think is gonna happen with the game. Like a lot of other games that take a long time or get overhyped, like this one is, people are gonna be disappointed because they were expecting more than they were.
Then they received.
Yeah. Not saying it's gonna be a bad game, but like every other game, there are going to be complaints at launch, and then they're gonna get forgotten, and people are gonna like the game, and it's gonna get Game of the Year. Those are my predictions.
It's difficult on that side, especially for Game of the Year. because it's coming out in October. So October hits, we only have at least 2-3 months to get ready for, or 2 months to get ready for Game of the Year.
Yeah, and it's on
And
a it's an exclusive also.
Oh, that's a
yeah,
good point, though. That's a good point.
yeah. So if it is living up to expectations, it's probably not going to get that Game of the Year status that we're looking for or expecting the game to get.
Yeah, because perfect Game of the Year status to come out would be how Witcher did it last year to release in May, wasn't it?
Yeah, March, I believe.
No,
It
no.
was. I'm sure it was earlier than May. But
They were
you know
giving
what?
it.
We
They
have
were
the internet in front of us. We can
yeah.
confirm this. So,
They
Witcher
were
3,
giving it if you bought the
May
980
19th.
May 19th.
May 19th. Okay,
So
so you were right.
if you bought a GTX 980 last year, they were
You got
giving the
Witcher.
game away. Yeah, you could get either Witcher or Batman.
I hope everyone went with Witcher.
Well, but at the time when Witcher originally released, it was buggy as all fuck.
Wasn't buggy as all fuck,
On
but
the
I
PC,
will admit it was buggy. But
but it
in
was
comparison,
because of
let's
the.
go with comparisons here.
I'm going with the stupid Hairworks thing. That's why it was buggy.
Okay, yeah, that didn't help it.
This proprietary technology that people go, oh, I need to run that.
Because we wanted to see Gerald's beard grow in real time.
Wouldn't it- Yeah, but you could like slap Hairworks on everyone in the game, so everything was hairy.
True,
Yeah,
true, we could do that. I remember that now.
but yeah, but yeah, but yeah,
So,
that's what they'd have to do, and it would have to be a multi. Uh,
it see the thing is, with this is that it has been so long in development. That's the key point of this. That we're just, if it does get Game of the Year, it will have to impress us.
yeah, and the other thing is, it's such and it's not. It's such a niche market. It's not like let's say with Witcher. Witcher had a massive, a broad appeal to many people because it was hack and slash, it was RPG, it was all these different things. But this
I,
isn't action.
this
I,
is a artsy fartsy game. You play this if you want to feel something.
and does the mass populace buy games for that reason?
Uh,
Think of the people that
y-
buy Halo, COD, Witcher.
you do make a point on that one. I'm not going to deny that because that is definitely going to be a problem that Sony's have to work at with
Their
marketing.
marketing.
But it's also Game of the Year. A lot of the times doesn't end up being a fan choice because
No.
if you notice, like if you watch Game Awards, like even Spike or anybody, Polygon's award, IGN's, anybody like that, they usually go with what was their favorite, which is usually the artsy game. Because I remember how many awards Gone Home won.
I
That's
guess.
and that's a walking simulator. That there's not much more to do in that game. Same with Everyone's Gone to the Rapture last year. That won a lot of awards, and I have to say this: I hate the game. Like, don't get me wrong with Chinese Room. Like, they make good walking simulators, but I cannot stand it.
Like, don't get me wrong. I want the game, but I don't know. I really don't know how it's gonna fare with. But it's coming at a late time within the year, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
That's all
so
I can say.
yeah, it's just I'm wondering if it is going to hit that like that mark that Ico has, or like how Shadow of the Colossus. Because even with Shadow of the Colossus, you have people who play COD, play Halo, that have touched it, and they were like, "Oh my god, this is amazing!"
Yeah, but Shadow of the Colossus was the Colossus. You'd see these things just moving in the fucking
In the background, and then all of a sudden, oh my god!
yeah.
And like this is, it's more of a
I
oh,
don't.
it's
It's
a
a friendship. Yeah.
touchy feely story about a boy and his griffin.
Yeah, a boy and his pet. So I don't know. I really don't know. We'll see what
Oh,
happens.
yeah, we will see what happens when it launches in October, and
Yeah.
it is on my list. It's a definite must play for me because, like I said, I love Shadows. Shadows
Yeah.
is amazing. This, the biggest reason why I want to play this one is actually because of River. I showed Kate the trailer for it, and she was like, "Oh, that's cool." River was there watching, and she's just like, "What is this? What's going on?" So I'm like, "Okay, now I have to play it because my daughter wants to see it."
Yeah, but it was weird that they didn't show it at E3 this year.
They did,
Did it?
yeah.
But it wasn't like a big.
It wasn't a big showing. It was a trailer because that's all that Sony had at E3.
They showed God of War.
They showed God of War, which they're God of War is still being talked about because it's such a different misdirection to the series.
Yeah, but that's fine. It's an open worldy Norse
It,
mythology thing
it's
gonna be awesome.
God of Us, Last of War. I don't know. Okay, there's something there. It's Last of Us meets God of War.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see how that's all going to turn out and how the Scandinavian feel is going to work out for that one. I kind of hope they do a demo, a actual demo where we can see how Kratos can play without his chains and his new axe. It's just
You can probably take some mofo's down with the axe.
oh well, as we saw in the demo, he takes mofo's down with the axe. Like it's not a fucking deal with that.
But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens with that in the fall.
Yeah, we're sure we're going to see more at the PlayStation Experience, anyways, about God of War, especially, and some of the other games.
Yeah, and then Sony's probably gonna have a much bigger showing for whatchamacallit TGS for a bunch of their stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because that's September, isn't it?
I believe so. TGS.
I think it's like September
Once again,
16th.
internet at our hands. TGS 2016. Only thing we know about TGS right now is that we will not see the NX. Still.
Yeah, they're dropping the ball on that thing.
Okay, September 15th until September 18th is TGS.
Okay, cool.
So yeah,
September.
Yeah. And yeah, that's going to be good. That's going to be exciting.
We'll see what happens with that. Yeah, they'll probably have a really good showing for a bunch of their new stuff. Hopefully we get some more info on Kojima's thing.
Death Stranding, yeah, that'd be great.
With the dead crap.
I'm not expecting to hear anything until 3 E3s from now.
Yeah, that they just go, oh, it's this now.
This is what it is.
But we're like, it's nothing like what you showed us before. It's just Metal Gear. What?
No, I definitely think it's going to be a step away from Metal Gear. That's if I'm going to get any guess or
I
any.
I don't blame them for that.
It's going to be a step away from Metal Gear. It's probably going to be more horror based, is what I can see. Because Del Toro's not part of the project, but where Redis is, it seems like that's was what their deal was with what they were working on. That was going to be more horror based, and there are similarities to that trailer to PT, which, for example, the crazy dead fetus.
They essentially gave him a blank check and said, "Have fun."
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming.
Yeah, so I'm guessing they just give him a big old check like freaking clearinghouse and said, "Write whatever you want on it."
How much do you think this game's going to cost? Okay, how much do you really think this game's going to cost? Okay, there, but
Yeah,
that much.
yeah. I wonder if he got like Destiny money.
Probably got
That'd
Destiny
be
money.
a whole lot of money for a game.
Yeah, he got some
I,
mad Destiny money.
it's Kojima. I would not doubt it. I think Sony would actually shell out the extra money for him.
Well, they bought him, so you know.
Yeah, they bought his studio without him having to do anything. So there you go.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure Destiny money is probably not even a factor at that point.
yeah. But we will see what happens with that.
Yeah, still early.
Yeah, way too early, especially when we're talking about Kojima, is way too early to even talk about
Yeah,
what this is going to be,
the the
what
ch-
was the budget.
the check is blank, so
The
we'll see what
check is
happens.
blank. We'll see how much money it actually is put into the project and what exactly is going on in the project. Yeah. So, Capcom had a bit of an announcement earlier this week. I forgot about this. Their Resident Evil 7 demo, the VR first person, let's look around this house and get punched in the face by a madman.
Literally, no one can play the VR.
No, not a lot of people can play the VR. I have read reports that people have made it through the VR without getting sick. However, those are like maybe 2 press sites out of everyone. So
Yeah,
since we weren't at E3, we don't actually have the ability to test that out. Still,
yeah.
it yeah, it's very interesting because the demo that's available now on PS Plus, which is phenomenal, is the most or top downloaded demo ever on PlayStation right now.
Yeah, but you're going back to the roots of what made freaking Resi awesome.
I'm going to actually just say that it was because of, well, it was because of the presentation, the E3 presentation sold it for everyone. And they're like, "Oh my god, I got to try this right now and see what's up with this."
Yeah, and they also learned from their backlash from Street Fighter how not to sell a game.
Yeah.
In pieces. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because they learned a lot from Street Fighter of it essentially slapped them in the face and went, look at your whole business model and look what was going on. We need to step back and make this awesome again.
So, remember how I said I was probably going to vote Street Fighter V as my biggest disappointment of the year?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not going to happen anymore. It's still a big disappointment, but
Yeah, but
we have a bigger disappointment this year.
it's they sold you something in pieces.
Yes, but they at least didn't sell it broken and breaking.
What's broken?
Mighty Number 9.
Oh yeah, I read about that. The PC version's where to go.
The PC version, what was it? Went down to 10 frames per second. One of the versions went down to 10 frames per second.
Yeah, you mean the Wii U version?
The Wii U version bricked consoles.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I watched a bunch of different videos, and yeah, the console versions are all crap. The PC version was decently solid because they dev'd on it. That's mainly why.
Yeah,
So,
some updates and everything. But
um,
yeah, and the game was done. There were so many problems with the game that it had to get reclassified for the 360.
um, it's because they were using Unreal 3 and yeah, they were using Unreal 3 and they shouldn't have been using Unreal 3.
By that time, it was too far in development, anyways.
Yeah, but
So,
still.
but aside from that, it's just that is now the biggest disappointment of the year. So, Capcom, like, congrats, guys. You
Well, yeah, for dropping, you know.
like, and also they have fixed my biggest complaint. They released the story mode. The parts that we were waiting for is now out. It's came out Friday.
6 months later.
6 months later, yes, but it's out. And from
Yeah,
what I
but still.
heard, it hasn't broke. If it doesn't
Six
break,
months later.
so yeah, I'm like I
Yeah,
have
but
to.
the game wasn't broken.
No, the game is still really good, but
It's just it didn't have all the pieces because if you look back at 4, when 4 initially released, 4 was amazing and it was around the same price, but you had everything with 4. You didn't have everything with this one.
no, you really didn't.
So,
And and yeah, I like that is a big disappointment. But you know, I'd rather have a disappointment than something that will just break. And like it's how Batman almost won our like disappointment of the year for PC.
yeah, but
But
Konami came and
but
reared it up
Konami
the ass.
came in because, all that fucking horrible shit. So yeah, it's just one of those things.
I don't know.
I don't know, it's hard to say. It's
Fucking Konami.
we'll see how everyone votes on at the end of the year.
Yeah,
I'm
because what didn't we have something else? We had Street Fighter.
there was a couple other big ones. I can't remember them at this time, but I'm sure
There's something else.
by the time Game of the Year shows up, we'll go
Yeah,
through the list again.
we'll have some new topics that piss us off.
Battlefield 1 servers down on day 1 again, and day 28.
I don't know. We'll see about that.
That being said, I finally got to watch the actual stream for Battlefield 1 for gameplay.
For
Fucking
E3?
impressed. Yeah, for E3.
That was really good. That was amazing.
Fucking impressed.
Yeah, yeah.
The blimp. Like, the blimp still blows my mind away. That's going to be
Yes,
so much fun.
that is going to be a lot of fun. And, it just looked great. So I can't wait to see when the beta comes out, because that's going to be fucking great.
Oh, yeah.
And hopefully the beta does make sure that they don't fucking crash it again. DICE, you have a bad problem with that. We
It's
love
not
you
just
guys.
DICE. Every
Mhm.
developer at launch has problems with those servers.
Yeah, a good chunk of them definitely do. There are some that seem to get away with it every year, though. Like Call of Duty, for example. It seems like they don't crash as much on launch day.
Because not as many people play it. Shots fired.
Shots fired. Oh, God.
Terrible.
No, but there is a good amount of people that play Call of Duty like on day 1, and they don't crash half as much as from what I've seen.
Yeah, but this is EA.
Yeah, and as I said, especially I noticed with DICE. DICE has a bad problem with that because of Battlefront also had that. Star Wars had a bad launch going
Mhm.
through. Um, is up and down.
Yeah, it all depends on
Yeah,
the game. But like, what other other than Siege, what else did they have that was really?
the Division.
I guess I
See,
didn't play that.
the Division launch only affected about a 24-hour period. So it wasn't that bad. Like, people kind of expected that this was going to happen. And then after that, it seemed to level itself out. Like, it wasn't as bad after that point. It's just now they have the problem with cheating and their servers being or people being real dicks on the server.
Yeah, and how many people are still actually playing that actively?
Now at this point, the numbers have cut down quite a bit. I know I stopped playing. I don't know why, really. Just for some, I think it was because everything else came out, and I was like, okay, well, fuck. Here we go. Let's get my review done for Valkyria Chronicles or for Odin Sphere. That's pretty much what
Yeah,
happened to me.
yeah.
Oh, and
I don't know.
Doom happened.
Well, yeah, Doom was
How's,
just amazing.
What was that, Rick?
how's Doom holding up? Is it still good?
Yeah,
Still
I'm
stable?
still enjoying it. It's
Yeah.
still the multiplayer is still stable now that id has taken control of it. And the latest update that they've done for single player is fucking great.
Well, yeah, you get to go classic mode.
Yeah, classic
Oh,
Doom mode,
sounds good.
straight down the middle, gunfire. Love it.
Yeah, it was.
I was gonna buy it during the Steam sale, but too cheap.
Is Steam sale still going on?
Nope.
It's over. It ended today.
Damn.
Yep,
Yeah.
it was 47.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, because
So,
I actually picked up something on Steam sale. I never buy games on PC, and I bought something.
oh, what'd you get?
Grim Eclipse. Because the updated version, it all comes out tomorrow, the full version. So they had it on early access for what was it? $10.
Yeah.
So fuck yeah, why not? Oh dear God, I'm on the Steam page right now and I see that they have Sin episodes.
Mm-hmm.
The first and only episode of that series.
Yes.
If you're talking about a game that has to compare to Half-Life in how long we've been waiting for a sequel,
Yeah,
this
you're
is
not
it.
gonna get one.
We're not getting a sequel for Sin. That's never going to happen. Which is really pissy because that is such a good shooter.
It's
It's such a good shooter.
yeah, but shit happens. We don't get games, we don't get
Yeah.
sequels. That's the way it goes. Companies go, nope, we're done.
Sometimes for the better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Sin would actually survive with in
No.
this modern environment.
Let's
Uh,
go with no.
Well, just considering some of the themes that are in the game, yeah, that's not going to
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah. No, it was a decently good Steam sale.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
Compared to the last summer sale, I actually bought 4 games this time around.
Yeah, I got the Hotline bundle, which was pretty decent for like $5.
I
What else
got
did I get? Oh,
Oh, go ahead. You finish
I got the
off.
Quake bundle also, because it's Quake.
Why not?
It's Quack.
Yeah. I went around and bought Morrowind, Elder Scrolls.
Oh, okay.
And I got Golf with Your Friends because nothing's
got
more
that.
fun than seeing your friends miserable or yourself complaining
Yeah.
about the golf game.
Yep.
I also bought Tales of Symphonia only because I
Awesome.
used to play that game religiously on the GameCube. That was an excellent RPG.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And I also bought, there was another one. Oh, Space Engineers,
Oh yeah. Yes,
which
yes,
is
yes.
a great game.
Is that still in? Wasn't that in early
Early
access?
release? Yeah.
for the
I make
longest
an
time.
exception every now and then. Some games you can tell the developers are working hard. That's one of them, and I
Yeah,
respect.
Oh yeah, like how I did with Ruby, because like I love the show. River
Yeah,
loves
but
the show.
they're releasing the game like
They are releasing the game, yes, but I would have bought it day one when they first said it, because I trust those guys with what they're doing. It's just
um
never had the ability to at the time.
Mm.
and I picked up Rust.
Russ, that's a fun. That was fun when it got released. They've been updating it constantly. I don't know
Yeah,
what it's like
yeah.
now, but
I haven't played it yet, but
Mm. yeah.
yeah.
No, I justify buying my games by games that I get the most playtime per dollar spent.
Yeah, that's
It's
just
why I
it.
don't like spending $50 for Doom, even on sale, because if I get 8 hours of campaign for it, it's an expensive game. It's an expensive game per hour, and I can't
Yeah.
justify
How
paying
how
that much
many
for it.
hours did I get for the campaign?
It's about 10 hours.
What? I got 17.
Oh wow.
Really?
I
So
died a
that's
crap load.
so it's actually not that bad. That's good to know.
No,
But
it is a fairly, like, especially when you look at how like modern single player games are. It is a definite long game.
Yeah, like if you have the difficulty stacked, you will die a crap load of
oh,
times.
I always
And
play on hard difficulty. It's the only way to
Oh
play
yeah,
on PC.
there you go.
PC rules the race.
Plus at that point you also have your, after you beat it, you have your permadeath version that's available.
Where you die, you gotta restart.
You got to
That
restart from
sounds
the very,
pretty OP. That sounds like a lot
and
of fun.
and it's already on nightmare mode on
yeah,
top of
and
that.
the game is classic Doom. It's not no COD. It's not no anything. It's
No,
classic
no,
Doom.
it's essentially.
It
Well, I don't
is,
want to say retextured original Doom, but it's essentially what Doom used to be, but better.
yes.
It's a modern imagining of the original Doom of
Yeah,
how first person shooter games work today, but with the whole ideology of what Doom used to be
exactly.
and what made it fun. So, um, yeah, and I'm really excited for Quake. So
Hmm. It's another reason why I didn't buy Tomb Raider. The Rise of the Tomb Raider, I should say. Like the
yeah,
last Tomb Raider, I rushed through it, got 6 hours of gameplay for a $70 game. I bought that at full price,
yeah, I
and
got it for free.
I was so disappointed that I still enjoyed it. Tomb Raider was an excellent game, but
Oh yeah,
it was too short for the price you pay, and I can't justify paying that much for a game that I'm gonna get so few hours of entertainment out of.
well yeah, that's just it.
But
Like
that's just my opinion. I like to be smart with the little money I have.
yeah,
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
want to pay for something that I'm just gonna be like, I'm done with it. I'm done.
Yeah.
That's why I'm happy with my Fallout 4.
Yeah, I can just like again Fallout 4. I can justify having paid full price for it. Haven't even played the DLC yet. I got to get around to it.
Yeah,
But
Far Harbor was amazing.
yeah, that's what I've heard from everyone.
Yeah.
But let me just look on Steam here. I paid full price, got the season pass for the regular price, 29, and I got
Nice.
154 hours off the game. Haven't even touched the DLC yet.
Yeah.
That's worth it. That's like
Yeah,
$2 per minute or hour. It's
Pretty
not bad.
much. Yep. And yeah, like I'm up to 95 hours and I'm on my first character and I'm still going to do a couple more characters.
Yeah.
So,
Same thing with Morrowind. Paid $5 for it on the Steam sale.
yeah.
Man, I'm gonna get pennies of entertainment per hours from that game,
Mhm.
which is good.
Yep, but don't.
That's how everyone should do it, to force developers to drop their prices or put out more content. But that's never gonna happen.
It's going to be difficult to try to sell that.
Yeah.
So there is one thing that kind of surprised me within the last couple weeks. It was a game cancellation. We got told that Bundy's Horror of the Orient got canceled. I thought that was canceled when Bundy was shut down. Or Blondie, Team Blondie, Team Bundy,
Team Bundy.
Bundy.
Like
The guys
Bundy.
that made L.A. Noire.
Oh.
Their Horror of the Orient was supposed to be their next game. It had just been canceled last week or the week before.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought they were.
Apparently, it was still in production until I'm assuming somebody at Rockstar went, "Hey, we never officially canceled this."
Yeah, we're
Oh.
still paying for this.
Oh, well, fucking shut it down. That's what I'm assuming. I mean, it's such a weird thing because you don't hear L.A. Noire came out and they're like, "Oh yeah, our next game's going to be called Horror of the Orient."
Yeah, they got canned in like
And then
2011.
they get canned maybe a couple months after L.A. Noire was released, and then this game is apparently still in production until now. And I just assumed, it closed down when the team did. It would have made sense to me.
Some guy in his basement. Go and keep the dream alive.
Probably keeping the entire budget for himself.
Probably.
It kind of reminds me of that one story of that, like, a guy was working on a big project for this big business firm, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm still working on it. I need a little more time. Really big, important project." He was working on a book. He was writing his own book on how to waste your company's time and make money.
Love it.
So it's like, oh my fucking god, that is amazing. But that's what it sounds like in the story, though. Is that, yeah, possibly somebody would have just been at the company just wasting everyone's time and money, just taking the budget and was like, yeah, I'm still working on it down here. I need a little more time. I'm about ready to show you my first few assets. It'll be awesome, trust me.
Yeah, we're plugging away.
We're plugging it away. It'll be perfectly awesome. I need that budget to get that really high name actor. Yeah, that's at least a couple mil. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah.
It's like, the guy with the face? Yeah, I need him.
That guy from the face from that show, that's like all about that thing with murder. Yeah.
I'm trying to get Morgan Freeman. I really need his voice for my narrative here.
Yeah, I'm sure if I get Morgan Freeman, I'm this close to getting him. I'm sure if we get him that it will just make this whole game smooth. Just trust me. People will flock to it. That is how you do a business sale. Or business pitch.
Yep. But no. Yeah.
But yeah, just I was rereading our list to see what's the new games coming out this week and this month, and that was one of the things that popped up under canceled games. So it's officially canceled. The other game that got canceled, which is what we were wondering why we didn't see it at EA's Play event, Criterion Games Extreme Sports Game.
Yeah, I was actually going to write something about that, but I didn't really... They didn't have a title for it.
No, they just showed the alpha assets. So when we said during the Ubisoft one is that, well, this looks like it's kind of competing with whatever Criterion's doing, we're fucking wrong. Steep has its own fucking game. There we go. That's what Criterion was working on. Ubisoft just took it over and made it their own thing.
Yeah, but Criterion had dirt bikes and four-wheelers and like off-road vehicles and planes and...
But this has GoPro.
Yeah, but you can only do so much. You have a camera anyways in all games.
I know. It's
sponsored by GoPro.
It looks like it is. I'm sure it is.
Yeah, they were on all the advertisements. I would still rather play Criterion's whatever, but now they're doing Star Wars VR thing. Fuckers.
Yeah.
It's not exciting.
I mean, well, that does sound exciting to me. I mean, I want to be in a fucking X-Wing. Put me in an X-Wing in VR, I'll be fucking happy with that.
Yeah, but VR is blowing right now, so.
True. So
I feel like they're rushing VR content.
Yeah, and there's just nothing that's solid to play.
No.
Like if I look on Steam for VR titles, the top title right now is a sub game, an underwater game.
that makes sense.
So Project Cars is on the list. It's like number 5. So
I'd play Project Cars on VR. That sounds awesome.
Especially with a chair. With a
well,
fan
yeah,
blowing through that makeshift window. Get that
but like
realism going.
there's just not enough stuff. And also the Oculus doesn't have the controllers. You have to just use a controller.
Yeah, but Oculus is flopping hard.
Oh my god, it is failing.
Blame Facebook. That's all you gotta do.
Frickin' Carmack has to get off that sinking ship.
But I mean, if you look at the Vive, I mean, Vive is doing
Oh my god,
excellent.
because well they have Gabe Newell backing them.
Vive released a complete product at launch.
Yeah.
Unlike the Oculus.
And supposedly the new version of the Vive is even more amazing than what's out right now. So
Yep.
Vive is completely winning because they were backed by Valve, and
Well, let's be honest here. Facebook probably put in way more money than.
yeah, and it's just
Not
you look at supported titles. The titles just are not there for the Oculus, and you don't even have the pan
the controllers. No.
move controller things. So. And don't get me wrong, it's more expensive for the Vive, but you're getting a complete product, and you're getting
A complete functioning product.
yeah, and you're getting a much more wide array of applications to use it with. So, yeah.
So let's there is something that I wanted to talk about, which kind of leads to our announcements of the new games this week. So we have our PS Plus and Xbox One lineups for free games. So this is actually a pretty impressive month for both groups. So we'll start with PS Plus. We have a new game called Fury for PS4, which looks to be a bullet hell boss rush action game, which looks ridiculous. I can't wait to actually play it. We also have Saints Row Gat Out of Hell. This is just the Gat Out of Hell version. It doesn't come with the Saints Row 4 remastered. We also have for PS3 Call of Juarez Bound in Blood, the best Call of Juarez, in my opinion.
There was $3,000. No, wait a minute. Whoa. Gunslinger was amazing.
Gunslinger was amazing, but Bound in Blood is fucking
full release. Yeah, I know.
Phenomenal. It's phenomenal. We also have Fat Princess for PS3, which is a game I assume everyone has by now.
Yeah, that's a long time ago.
I mean, I got it for free from playing the mobile game that was a match 3 game.
Yeah, that came out like 2008.
That came
or
out
9?
during like almost
9.
Yeah, 2009. So there you go. We also have Orshikia Tainted Bloodlines, a fucking phenomenal PS Vita RPG. I recommend this game. It is great. It's what's the best way to describe it? It's kind of like the new system for Fire Emblem, where you can have your characters mate and have a character that has all their special characters or special traits.
So it's a fuck simulator?
It's an RPG about like ninja clans killing each other.
Okay, cool.
So, close enough. And we also have Prince of Persia Revelation, which is Warrior Within PSP version.
See.
Which,
Ubisoft seems to do that a lot. renaming Prince of Persia games for a different console.
Yes, they do that quite a
They
bit.
really do.
And also, there's an extra that we're getting, which is the what's it called? The early access version of Paragon will be free to everyone under PS Plus.
Yeah, you get the starter pack for free, which was the Founders Edition that they are renaming to the starter pack. The starter pack, yeah.
Yeah, and that will give you the unlocked skins, XP boosts, the new emotes, the deck slots, everything that would be normally under the $40 value pack.
No, $20.
It's on the blog for the 40.
I wrote it
I
for
could be wrong.
20.
I'm taking this off the PlayStation blog.
I don't know. It might be $20 American.
I don't know. Well, anyways, whatever the starter pack is.
I don't know. I got it off Epic's website, so I don't know.
So, going to Xbox One, right now the Crew is still available. And that is available till July 15th. From July 1st till July 31st, you will get the stellar strategy RPG, the Banner Saga 2, and that is normally a $19.99 price. So that is a fucking solid deal. And there's also the other new game, Tumblestone. I don't know much about that one. But that is available from July 16th to August 15th for, once again, free. Xbox 360 games that you'll be getting is Rainbow Six Vegas 2, normally $20 off the Xbox Store. Tron Evolution for normally $15. So that is the 1st and 15th and 16th to 31st, respectively.
They still want $20 for Rainbow Six?
For Vegas 2, yes.
That's a long time ago.
I can go to EB and buy that for $5.
I know. That's a fucking lot.
It's
digital is retarded.
Yeah, so that is ridiculous price, but you're getting it for free. So that's less of a hassle. Plus, the big plus about all this is that, as with all the Xbox 360 games announced for Games with Gold, you will be able to play that through backwards compatibility.
And you will always own it.
And you will always own it.
You will never lose it.
So, and Tron Evolution, even though it's a movie game, it's actually a very decent one.
The collector's edition was bitchin'.
The collector's edition was bitching. I will definitely agree with that.
When else can you get a light cycle?
Yeah, pay like $3,000 or $25,000, I think it was.
What?
There's some guy that has like an actual light cycle. So how much was it?
Yeah, but like
light cycle costs
a what?
$77,000.
That's not that bad.
American. You know what? For some really, really big, awesome street legal bike, yeah, okay, I'll give that. $77,000 is actually pretty decent.
It's a vanity piece, if you ask me.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like I've seen it. It doesn't look practical at all to ride on the road.
No, it's more of a.
It's a showpiece. It's a vanity piece. You want to show up to a car show or a bike show or a meet or something at night with your lights on and just woo people. That's why you buy.
Yeah, that's all it is.
So let's move into the new releases this week, because we're getting close to the end of the podcast. For already out right now is Hawken for Xbox One and the Banner Saga 2. Coming out tomorrow on the 5th, we have Lost Sea for Windows and PS4, Fury for Windows PS4, also mentioned as your free PS Plus game, Mega Dimension Neptunia V2, which is Windows, Romance of the Three Kingdoms 13 for Windows and PS4, and the Banner Saga 2 for PS4. The new game from the team at Playdead, the guys that created Limbo, Inside, comes out on July 7th for Windows. And also, we have Carmageddon, Max Damage, PS4, Xbox One, and Hawken for PS4 on July 8th.
Yeah.
There's a couple of big ones coming out on the 12th, which I'm excited for here as well. We have 7th Dragon 3 Code VFD, a fucking great 3DS RPG from what I've seen. I haven't been able to play it myself, but everyone that I have talked to that was able to secure a review copy have said that this is definitely an RPG to look out for. We also have Mobile Suit Gundam Extreme Versus Force, Ghostbusters, and Song of the Deep, which is, if you've gone to EB or GameStop,
That's all they advertise?
that is all they're advertising, because this is the first game that GameStop is actually publishing.
Yeah. I don't care. It's all about July 19th, so I don't care about anything else.
What's July 19th again?
Oh, you know what it is coming out from Square.
Oh, yeah, I Am Setsuna. Forget about that one. Yeah, that is definitely one to watch out for.
Yep, it's number 2 on my Steam wish list, so...
There's, like, from here on, shit is going to get ridiculous with the new releases. Because we have, just to go through some of the ones, the big ones that we're going to get, just up until September, which, as we all know, that's the holiday season once September hits.
Yeah.
So, like, after September, your holiday season starts. That's where shit's going to go crazy. You'll have all your big games. So this is what we have. We already went through what the big ones for July. We have No Man's Sky in August, along with Ark Survival of the Fittest PS4 edition, Metroid Prime Federation Force, King of Fighters 14, Attack on Titan, God Eater, World of Warcraft Legion. And then September, we have XCOM 2 finally coming to consoles, the newly announced BioShock collection, probably one of the few graphic novels I'm actually really excited for, Psycho-Pass Mandatory Happiness, Recore, Dragon Quest VII remake for the 3DS, Shantae Half Genie Hero, Forza Horizon 3, Final Fantasy 15, and Yokai Watch 2. That is just September, those last few lists. That's fucking ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Like our wallets are crying.
I think I'm gonna wait for most of the stuff and just get it on sale.
I'll probably end up doing that a lot.
Because the whole thing is, there's gonna be so much stuff that's gonna release that a lot of it's gonna go on sale.
See, my biggest problem is after E3, Amazon had a giant sale with all the announcements, and we had, what was it? Titanfall 2, Battlefield 1, Ghost Recon Wildlands, and Watch Dogs 2, all down to a $50 price tag, which in Canada is fairly fucking cheap.
Yeah, but I still feel like $40 is the happy medium.
And it's $49.99 is what $49.96.
Yeah, but I most of my Ubisoft games within the past while have all been $39.
True, that is true.
So,
which I'm excited for Wildlands because that actually looks like Far Cry third-person view, and Watch Dogs 2 looked great. So, and I was already going. I know I was already going to pick up Titanfall 2, and Final Fantasy 15 was another one that was also down to $50. So, and that was like, okay, I'm going to end up buying that game anyways. All these games anyways. I might as well get it for a cheaper price.
Yeah, well, yeah, I already have the collector's pre-order for FF, so.
There is one more game that I saw on this list that I want to talk about because I'm kind of curious how it's going to work. Res Infinite, which is
Like
the
Res?
the one with the Trancevibrator.
So like PS2 Res?
PS2 Res is
Uh-huh.
coming out for PS4 with PSVR.
Cool.
So I'm curious on how that's going to play. And I'm also kind of curious if they're going to do something like they did with the Trancevibrator for that. Just because.
I don't know.
That was such a fucked up piece of peripheral.
Eh. Swishy works.
It just... I don't know.
It's the Far East. What do you expect?
So I do have to talk about it a little bit because there's probably a few people that's going, what the fuck are you talking about? The Trancevibrator was this little square item, kind of like your mouse here.
It's
And
a freaking vibrator that you shove in your crotch, and then once you play the
That is
game,
like
you hit something.
yeah, no,
it vibrates,
was-
and you go. "Woo-hoo-hoo."
it was going with the beat, is what it was. So you had this little mouse thing between your legs, and it was just go. Do, 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 do,
Yeah,
do.
douche. Yeah, think of
And
just
then
going to a sex shop and
As it gets more intense as you go through the level, it gets faster and faster. It was the funniest piece of equipment I have ever seen.
pretty much.
Yeah. It's yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering what they're going to do with Res Infinite.
I don't.
Are they
know.
gonna have a new Trancevibrator with it? Are they gonna actively sell it? That is gonna be hilarious if they do.
Maybe you can use your own thing.
Well, when they re-released it for the Xbox 360, they did have that ability. They had the Trancevibrator system set to the other controllers, since it could link up multiple controllers. So
Yeah.
you could just have your other Xbox controller on your cooch
Oh
and
my
just
god.
let it go.
Yeah, but
But then you have to give the control to your friend, and it just makes things awkward.
that's wrong. Okay, let's continue on. I'm excited for February 14th.
February 14th. Oh my god.
You know what's coming up that day.
Yeah, February 14th is just full with everything. It's packed.
Yeah, but I just have one thing that I'm like, I want that.
You just want For Honored.
What? No.
Really?
That thing coming from Atlas?
Oh, Persona.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have Persona. You have For Honored. You have Sniper Elite Volume 4 or V4.
I can wait for Volume 4. And For Honor, I don't know. It's a Ubisoft game. I want it on sale.
Once
not paying
again,
full price.
Going back to the sale thing.
Yeah, I'm not paying full price for Ubisoft games.
Okay, well, I think that's actually our podcast for tonight, though.
We're not paying full price for Ubisoft games.
We're not paying full price for Ubisoft games.
Yep.
Sorry, guys. You guys are good company. It's just,
I don't have enough gameplay time from your games, though.
Yeah.
It's one of the big problems. That and shitty launches over and over again.
Oh my god. Well, Syndicate was pretty damn good.
So, what are we playing this week, guys?
What? I don't know.
We haven't done that a lot.
Yeah, I know. What am I playing this week? I continued.
I'm playing too much.
let's say whatchamacallit, let's say Far Cry. I started playing Far Cry again at Primal.
But I just set up OBS, so I know how to stream my PC games. So now I have an active PC streaming session now. So that's going to be fun.
That's good.
So you have over um oh, how can I make fun of this? Bowel syndrome. What's an O?
Oh? Oh,
You have OBS. Overly active bowel syndrome.
sure, we'll use that. I
Over the
mean,
top.
So it's like
this is
Crohn's
actually just
disease.
gonna let me play like all my Star Wars games, Typing of the Dead, everything on stream. So and give me an actual excuse to go through some of these games that I've been wanting to go through, like uh, Warhammer, Dawn of War 2, and like re-go through those games.
Yeah. I look at my Steam library and yeah, there's a lot.
I notice I have a lot of Sega-based games that I'm looking through this.
What's
'Cause
wrong
I'm
with
seeing
Sega?
nothing wrong with Sega. I'm just realizing I'm like, okay, I have Alpha Protocol, Binary Domain, Condemned, a shitload of Sonic thanks to the Humble Bundles.
Well, they had that thing going on. Like Sega
Yeah,
had their make love, oh no, make war not love or something.
that's where I got Condemned, which I'm so happy that they gave. That is probably going to be my first game when I play through it or do on the stream.
Yeah.
Because fuck, I miss that game. Also have a few other stuff like, uh, as I mentioned, a shitload of Sonic games because they gave it all away. Sonic Generation, Sonic CD, Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing, Adventure 1 and 2.
Mm.
It's like, oh my god, guys. But yeah, really excited to do that. This is going to be fun. Going to set up my system to do that.
Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. So we'll go with Far Cry. Yeah.
Far
Far
Cry.
Cry.
Henry?
I've been playing a lot of Overwatch lately. Probably gonna be playing more of it.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah, I need to
that
pick
and
that
other
up.
Steam games I bought, but mainly Overwatch.
Yeah, I need to pick that up at some point.
It is good. My biggest complaint, and actually this is probably going to be, I think, is a lot of people's complaint about it. The lore and everything for the game, you have to go on Blizzard's website.
Yeah, it's not like other games where they have it
It
inside the game itself, which it
I,
should. It should be in there, but
yeah,
they don't
because
seem to.
personally, like as much as I love the animated shorts that they did and the comics and everything, I want to know maybe the backstory from the game. Like even if it's something that I unlock after playing, like I'm going to use Battleborn for this example because I think Battleborn did this right. Battleborn has the section that has the lore for the characters, but you have to do little missions in order to do it. Like some are ridiculous, insanely hard because one of them is like, oh, blast the guy into this special power from using this power 3 times. I'm like, okay,
Yeah, but
that's fucking ridiculous, but I'm going to try to get the lore.
for $40, Blizzard
Oh,
will only give you so much.
it's just, but the lore seems like something that should be there, even if you're like,
Yeah, when you're looking at the character screen, like the character information screen, there should be a tab for lore, story, or something, right?
yeah, just something that I can learn a little bit more about what this character's doing.
Like,
And
there's a lot of good. It's all good lore. I don't know if you've read all of it, but it's
I,
all excellent.
I've borrowed the collector's edition art book, which had a lot of the lore in it from Sly, and yeah, it is fucking good lore. It's great.
It's
I
deep.
want that in the game, though.
But
It's like how every character is connected without actually knowing they're connected.
Exactly. Like, and I like the fact that they talk to each other pre-match and stuff. That gives you a little flair of what the fuck's going on. But I want to know, like, what is going on with all these characters? What's special? What's driving them to do this stuff with Overwatch right now?
Yeah.
It's something that I feel like they kind of dropped the ball on. Hopefully, it comes in on another update because I know they've been really focusing with competitive mode, which
It's flawed. So
is
flawed.
flawed, but they're working on it. They're gonna fix it. I trust Blizzard will fix it.
Oh, I
I
know they will. They just need to find a good balance between everything. Because right now, if it ends in a draw, whoever is on the attack next round wins automatically. Because all they got to do is get to the first checkpoint. Which
Jesus.
normally, that first checkpoint, if
It's
you don't
fairly
get
easy.
it, yeah, if you don't get it, you're bad. You're just flat out terrible.
Yeah, or you do have some teams that are just, we fucking cheese this. It's no problem. Like, well, there was a round I was in. We ended up winning against these guys before, but they had like 4 Tobrons. I can
Yeah, the
never pronounce
dwarf.
his name. The dwarf.
Bark. That's what I call him.
Arkbark. I like that better. We're going to use Arkbark from now on. So they had 4 Arkbarks, and they just put every turret up guarding the point. We ended up beating them anyways, but
Well, they're easy to counter. All you got to do is take out the turret and stay out of range of their shotgun blast.
exactly, and like we were easily able to beat them, but like I was on chat with some people that were there, and they were like, okay, you know what? We should give them a taste of their own medicine, show it how it's done. And we ended up wiping them out with like our own, with just 2 Toadbrawn, and everyone else just sitting back. So it's like, okay, fuck you guys.
Fuck you guys. Yeah, I don't know. I'll pick it up at some point when I see it on sale.
Oh yeah. Anyways, that is the podcast for tonight. I'm going to cut it off here. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to visit our site and our various social media. If you like this podcast, like and subscribe to the channel down below. Also, check out all of our sponsors at our affiliate links, especially HostGator, who sponsored this podcast. You can just go to HostGator.com, type in GameItall in the coupon list, and get 25% off your first hosting package.
Oh, yeah.
And for GameItall.com, I'm Lucas Grimm.
Hey, it's Pino25.
And I'm Sexy Voice Rick.
And we will see you guys next time.
Oh, yeah.